Today's question is, what if sound suddenly stopped traveling? At first, it might seem like everything would just go silent, but the weird part is, sound does a lot more than just let us hear things. Let's start small. Right now, if someone claps their hands next to you, the sound travels through the air at about 343 meters per second. That's roughly the length of 3 football fields every second. Your ears detect tiny pressure changes in the air, microscopic pushes and pulls. If sound suddenly stopped traveling, those pressure waves would just fail to propagate. Someone could clap right next to your ear, and the air might move a fraction of a millimeter. Then the motion would simply die out. You wouldn't hear the clap. You wouldn't hear anything. Conversations would stop instantly. Music would vanish. Cars could speed past you, and you'd hear absolutely nothing. It would feel like the entire world had been muted. But that silence would create some strange problems. Humans rely on sound to detect danger. A car horn can be heard from about 100 meters away. Without sound, you'd only notice the car once you physically see it, which might be a problem if you're crossing the street. Sirens, alarms, and warnings would all become useless overnight. Animals would struggle too. Birds communicate with calls, wolves howl to locate their pack, and whales can talk across hundreds of kilometers underwater. Without sound traveling, those signals disappear instantly. Entire ecosystems would lose one of their main communication systems. But there's another strange effect. Explosions and thunder rely on shock waves moving through air, which are basically extremely powerful sound waves. If sound couldn't travel, lightning would still heat the air to about 30,000 degrees Celsius, but the expanding air wouldn't send out the massive shock wave that normally creates thunder. You'd see lightning strike, and the sky would stay completely silent. The most unsettling part, though, is what happens to us. Right now, your brain constantly processes thousands of tiny sounds. Footsteps, wind outside, distant traffic, someone calling your name. Without sound, the world would still look normal, but it would feel strangely empty, like living on Earth, with one of your senses suddenly erased.